Welcome back, runners. As many of you may have heard by now, extensive details on the new ranked mode for Bungie's upcoming game Marathon have leaked. A ranked mode, in and of itself, is no piece of groundbreaking news, as it is pretty much a standard of the competitive multiplayer game space over the last 2 decades. However, the details of this incredibly unique variation and risk reportedly being taken position it as one of, if not the most exciting and innovative twists on ranked multiplayer in years. I can promise you, you're going to want to hear this one out. So, without beating around the bush, let's get right into it. First and foremost, it is worth covering the source of this leak. On the 4th of February 2026, XOX Leak provided a plethora of data mined intel to the gaming news site MP First. XOX Leak is a reliable source of information in the community, most notably in the Marvel Rivals space, having published a multitude of high accuracy information packages over the last few years. From these recent leaks, it was brought to the public eye that Marathon will be creating a huge shakeup in the competitive multiplayer space, by doing away with the traditional win-loss elo system in favour of an anti-buy-in mechanic, with several other additional variables throughout the match that can determine your rank adjustment. These new mechanics include the Holotag rank economy, dynamic score and difficulty scaling, gear buy-in requirements, high rank hunt mechanics and seasonal soft resets. The Holotag mechanic is the most revolutionary of these and a big part of what will set the competitive mode apart from others, not only from the base runs but also from any other competitive mode in the industry. In order to enter ranked, you need to buy in and purchase a Holotag with in-game credits. This reportedly will act like a dog tag that you hold onto throughout the round. The Holotag you purchase also represents your rank as an item, not just a digital UI representation, meaning if you are say in diamond rank, you will need to purchase and hold onto a diamond Holotag. This plays into a sort of kill confirmed loop, where these high stakes matches become less about looting the environment or players for better gear, but rather about licking their Holotag off their body. These Holotags will then be able to be banked at specific extraction terminals to significantly boost your score at extraction. The penalty for losing these also has the additive effect of not just losing your gear and ranks, but also losing the credit you gambled to enter. The gambling mechanic of this is expanded on by allowing you to choose how much you buy in with. The higher the buy-in, the higher the rank up, and the score potential you may get. Inversely, also meaning that if you fail to extract, the equivalent will be taken from your rank. High risk, high reward at your own call. From there, in addition to these Holotags, the leaks go on to suggest that by simply extracting isn't nearly enough to make significant progress in ranking up. Every Holotag has a target score you must also reach. Attempting to extract without reaching this point will result in you deranking as a result. These points, as stated earlier, are gathered by killing other runners and collecting the tags, as well as gathering a sum of loot from around the map, its value score contributing significantly. From there, this is where it starts to get exciting. Around certain extraction points, there will also reportedly be big data siphon pillars in high traffic areas that allow you to slot your Holotag in, where it will begin to multiply its inherent score. This, of course, comes with its own gamble mechanic, as by activating the siphon, it alerts nearby runners of the event, converting the area into a sort of king of the hill objective as everyone fights over the deposit of higher ranked and higher score multiplied Holotags. Between these ranks, it is also reported that the players you fight against won't be the only thing that increases in difficulty. NPCs will reportedly also scale with ranks, and from diamond rank onwards, aggressive trackers will be released into the arena, a type of enemy that will hunt down player squads with abilities similar to that of your average runner. Whilst we don't quite know what this means yet, it does imply that these aggressive trackers will have some sort of runner ability similar to what the shells possess. With all of this being said, Bungie have also gone to great lengths to solve the smurfing and naked run dilemma through strict hardware requirements. Matches cannot be entered with grey or common gear equipped whatsoever. Your gear value is also checked as a whole, and if it does not meet the requirements, you are locked out until you juice up your inventory enough to gamble in. The most exciting aspect of this leaked ranked mode, however, comes at the absolute top of the food chain. In addition to the previously mentioned difficulty and anti-increases at higher ranks, the entry into the game's top ranks now has a new embedded mechanic. Upon hitting the Master tier, presumably the top 500 to 1000 per region, your rule set is changed. Master players will be permanently highlighted on the map in ranked matches for all lower players to see. By doing this, it keeps the top ranks fresh as it really tests who deserves to be there. Thanks to this mechanic, the best players in the world are set up to be a sort of boss fight for the rest of the player base. In addition to this, Platinum lobbies and higher will see a tighter selection of extraction zones, leading to far higher stakes when exfil attempts take place, due to just about every runner in the lobby trying to get out through the same points if the game gets to that stage. As previously mentioned, there are a number of confirmed tiers: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Pinnacle, and then Master, with all but Master containing 3 subdivisions within each as a standard competitive modes like this. Maps are then also expected to rotate weekly to keep the player base on their toes, with separate maps and zone tiers being assigned to different ranks. For example, a Bronze player is not going to be competing against the hardest enemies in Marathon. Higher map tiers will also require players to make a pre-made squad, ruling out solo play or match-made activities at those ranks to keep the best of the best players all together. As for rewards, you may be wondering, it is suggested that there will be traditional cosmetic rewards for obtaining certain ranks within a given season. So, what are all my personal thoughts on this? I think that personally, assuming that all these leaks are accurate, Bungie is sitting on a goldmine with the take on this mode. A lot of competitive modes in games can feel like nothing more than the game itself, but with a cool number attached to it, bragging rights, and the weight of nothing but winning or losing matches. By adding a plethora of mechanics that are exclusive to the mode itself, rather than just simple hero bans in other hero shooters, and to be more specific, gambling mechanics, let's go.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
I feel like the player base is going to connect a lot more to the mode itself. Can you imagine how exciting the livestream potential this game has too as a result? Viewers trying to actively hunt down their favourite personality, all because they are already being stream sniped by the game itself. You can't complain about being targeted because of your viewers when you're already being targeted in-game. Now, it is sad that Destiny 2 PvP had to die because of this, RIP Crucible, but if the leaks suggested do turn out to be accurate, it may not have been too bad of a payoff after all. One of the biggest setbacks that I find with a lot of modern multiplayer games today is that quite often when it comes to competitive modes, a lot of people just use it as a bragging right to score, but in casual, it's the same game, the elo's still there, it's just without the artificial number. So what this does is allows it to be more, you build up your gameplay throughout the game, you spend all this time in the lower level maps, collecting the gear, collecting the loot, collecting just experience in the game, specifically to either go into the marathon ship or into this mode. It gives it a lot more purpose. And the only other thing that I really have to add to this is if this does not turn out to be true, and for whatever reason these leaks are completely fabricated, Bungie should be working overtime to ensure that every single thing that has been said here, they implement it into the game as if it was theirs. I know they've been done for plagiarism before, I don't care, they need to take these ideas on board because these are game-changing plans. Like I've said over and over, these new additions make me unbelievably excited. Stakes like these make the base game so much more valuable too, with Loop of Gathering having meaning beyond just profit. If I was any other extraction shooter in the market, even Arc Raiders, I'll be taking a look at this mode and seeing how they can implement it in their own way into the game, because competitive shooters and competitive modes don't work in extraction shooters as it stands, and what Bungie have done here, supposedly, fixes that entirely. That just about wraps it up for today anyway guys, just a quick news video today. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see more on Marathon or Soulframe, from guides to deep dives to the latest news, make sure to subscribe, join my community Discord, The Bloom, and go follow on Twitch for regular live streams once Marathon launches. Who knows, maybe you could be the one hunting me down in a month's time. That's all for today anyways runners. As always, I've been Lorkess, you've all been incredible, have a good one, see ya.